Hey guys, reading time. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Hearing a little bit of expectation being ignited, or even, certain thoughts of this person is about to return or is about to contact you. I am seeing my hovering card with this deck. So we're going to get this one first. I want to see what's currently going on in your connection. Universally. Please don't make these fit. Wow. All right, so, whoa. So you have the hammer, the palm tree, the mirror. Self-indulgence, which I like. We like this. This is good. If this is in your connection, this is good. Focusing on yourself. And the Grim Reaper. All right. So please don't make these fit. First thing I feel is this collective, you've had a lot. I know that this is the current energy, but I feel like this is something that is still, that you guys are still working through with this hammer energy, the self-sabotage, but trying to work it out, very that fit. Every time I see that, I see my Two of Swords. So I feel like there are certain decisions in this collective and this person that you guys maybe need to work on to, create this permanence with this palm tree, the stability, the security. I feel like maybe you guys are being reflected right now, and more with this mirror. This is about mirroring each other's self-image and introspection, having to do with relationship wounds. I do believe that right now, maybe you guys could be having certain tests around you, having to do with different relationships, different connections that maybe don't serve you and maybe drain you and, get you out of that stability and growth that you've been focused on working on, or even, that the universe has been trying you to focus on. And as well, maybe presenting you, I'm seeing soul family energy, really seeing that Three of Pentacles, presenting you with people you are supposed to align with that will, help you with you providing your stability. I'm an avid believer. I don't know if you say it like that, but I'm a true believer that you are who you hang out with. So that could be something that's going on with both of you right now. With this self-indulgence, I like this because this is about literally focusing on your self-worth and taking the time to heal. There's certain aspects of your shadow, both of your shadows, that maybe are still being illuminated, and it doesn't surprise me with what I said before. But working on your self-appreciation, and we do have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances, but growing and transforming your life. Let's get hammer. Actually, I'm going to do it differently today. I want to see, this is your connection. I want to see, this collective's, because you got mirror as well, and mirror is like literally on the middle. I want to see this connection, this collective's shadow, what is being illuminated in your shadow right now, and this person's shadow, what is being illuminated in their shadow. Because, and mostly with mirror connections, you guys have a lot of, I don't want to say same life experiences, but the same kind of trauma and the same kind of wounds you guys need to heal, But this collective, what is being illuminated in this collective's shadow? Just 3. 2, 3. Well, that didn't want to come out. All right, so for this collective, what is being illuminated in your shadow right now, you are facing certain inner demons right now. And it makes sense with that expectation. What I said before, maybe you feel like you're about to receive communication. But as the first thing I said was expectation. So I believe this collective, you have a certain thought pattern, or you haven't healed out that expectation and letting everything unfold naturally, really surrendering. But transforming and integrate. So this is, don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. This is just part of your growth. We do have hidden desires, and again, going back to what I said again with that expectation, I do feel like this collective, you're wanting this stability with your person through, yes, self-appreciation, doing it the right way. But clearly, for this to come out, this collective and even this person, you guys could really feel like there really is no second chance here, or this relationship is, you know, it's never evolving into what you once thought it would. Don't make it fit. It came to my mind for a reason. But your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential, longing, passion, and fulfillment. And as soon as I saw that fulfilled, I saw my Nine of Cups. Maybe this collective, you are really, and it would make sense with this hammer and that palm tree. You're really focused on, you know, really creating that emotional fulfillment for yourself. That came to my mind straight away. But have courage. This is what they're asking. And it makes sense with that hammer, you know, that decision. Have courage in the decisions you make. You know, don't be fearful of what... You're never, you know, losing a lesson, or you're never, I feel, my belief, you're never like failing a lesson. You're just prolonging your timeline a little bit. What is meant for you will always, you know, come into fruition. I am also, you know, a very big believer of that as well. It doesn't matter when it's coming. While it's coming, there's certain things you need to work on and you do with yourself and your own fulfillment. But I do feel this collective, you know, you're being presented with opportunities where you need to make decisions, and even this person as well. And even certain lessons that are maybe a little bit repetitive, having to do with maybe you choose one thing and then you choose another, or even, you know, you choose something and then you are questioning, oh, should I have done this or not? You know, you just put yourself in kind of like that. I don't want to say wounded masculine, but you're not, no, by questioning your decisions, you're kind of questioning your worth. You know what I mean? Because your decision, however it takes you in life, as long as you're doing it from your truth and you're not hurting anybody in the process of making that decision, that should be more than enough. That's how you build your confidence as well, by just trusting that the decision that you made was the right one. You know what I mean? But have courage. Stop hiding, show up, and let yourself be seen. Fear, vulnerability, and growth through this, you know, shadow work that you're going through. Let's see this person's shadow. Person connected to this collective, their shadow. Wow. Whoa, so you were facing the inner demons and they're riding the storm. But breaking chains, so breaking free. This is good. And it's kind of like what's happening to you guys. This is so crazy because I'm not going to lie. I feel like literally what you're feeling, what your shadow is being illuminated with, has to do with what you're absorbing from this person, and this person at the same time absorbing what you, or it's like you're going through the emotion, or, you know, you're absorbing this person and their lessons, but maybe you're not seeing it in the right way, where this person is really going through breaking the chains of their limiting beliefs. So this first part for this collective, I said, I feel like having to do with expectation. So even maybe if this collective, you had certain lessons having to do with expectation, and maybe you thought you had finally, you know, passed them, they could really be illuminated right now, because this person is maybe going through certain expectation that they need to release. You know what I mean? But the only way to overcome blocks is to confront them, having to do with their own self-limiting beliefs. They're riding the storm, so they're going through a purification, a purge. They're going, you know, they're being refined. Right now, I'm literally seeing my glass of wine with a little wine bottle. But letting chaos and turbulence cleanse their spirit. So they could be going through a little certain towers. I'm seeing my tower in reverse, but the light, lighting the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness, only light can. So love, clarity, and awareness. I feel this person is gaining clarity, or through their shadow, they're trying to, the universe is really trying to activate them through their clarity. And it makes sense with this hammer. So through their clarity, how it works as well is when you are following your intuition and you act on it, as soon as that happens, as soon as you get that intuitive download, you kind of provide clarity for yourself. You know what I mean? Because through your decisions, you're kind of like seeing clearly where you need to go and where you need to remove yourself. And literally on the bottom, sacred boundaries, literally what I said before. I feel like the universe is showing you guys both, you know, certain energies that do not align with you guys, and you need to make the decision of removing them. Yes, in a loving, peaceful way, yeah. But remove them nevertheless. Is it how you say it? To be able to yourself provide that stability when you're around people who are maybe a little bit too negative, or, you know, have a very heavy energy because, you know, there's still so much, they're so involved with their mask. Those traits can actually, you know, it's not that it's contagious, but, you know, we walk through energy. When you're in the same room as that kind of energy, you know, it can start to mimic onto you. You know what I mean? That's why I say, you know, having to separate, you know, understand that. And I know it can be painful because sometimes it's even family members or maybe even childhood friends, but it's, you know, the understanding that you at this moment are not providing the stability that I need to be able to overcome the obstacles I'm already overcoming. You are just overwhelming my emotions more than just keeping them in a peaceful state. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's being shown to you right now, both of you, having to do with maybe certain boundaries and self-appreciation. Taking care of yourself so much that you literally remove yourself away from negative energies or energies that will only overwhelm you and do not serve you. But assertiveness and self-care. So respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. All right, let's confirm these. Let's confirm these. All right, let's confirm hammer. I'm really seeing my, you know, rebuilding with that hammer, but let's see what confirms it. Rebuilding from certain addictions maybe, or also certain, and you guys did get the self-limiting beliefs for your person. Maybe they have certain patterns having to do with obsessive thinking. Very much, you know, Eight of Swords energy, and trapping themselves in their mind. I'm seeing my imagination card with the emotions deck. But codependence, obsession, controlling. There's a certain block that is maybe still here and isn't permitting this rebuild. Makes sense with the stability here, but I want one more. But I do feel also, you know, working on removing the addictions. And again, as I said before, I really do believe that the universe is really giving you those lessons right now. Obsessing over if this person likes you or not, or even both of you guys, you know, is the love still there? Is the romance still blooming? I'm seeing it as an obsessive thought pattern. Palm tree. And also, that's also something that, you know, mimics in energy. You know, if you get together with people who are obsessive thinkers, who tend to always maybe, and again, as I said, with the negative energy, with that negative thinking, but obsessive thinkers, you know, it's people who are always needing, you know, clarity, or, you know, they're needing to provide their own closure, which means they're needing to know a closure instead of just letting it be. If you are constantly in that kind of energy with someone, it's going to rub off on you guys energetically. So then what is it going to happen? And if you guys are in a divine connection, you guys are magical. You guys, you know, through empathy, through your trauma, that's how you understand what people are feeling. So of course, inevitably, you're going to be absorbing their energy. So if you are still getting together with these kind of people who, you know, unfortunately, because of their own trauma and their own, you know, masked version or whatever it is that they're going through, you are absorbing it and you're letting that frequency enter your own frequency. You know what I mean? So you're never removing that frequency. So what is it what's gonna happen? It's gonna keep showing up in your, you know, in your vision through signs, through lessons, until you finally learn to remove that is something that overwhelms you. And it's not that they're doing it on purpose, it's just that their energy is overwhelming you. And it's not providing that stability. It's just keeping you off balance. Palm tree. So this collective isn't wrong. And again, as I said before, I feel like you are absorbing this person. So if you're feeling like maybe they are, you know, about to express their love and they're thinking of you and they're wanting to let you know, you could be really picking up on them and what their intention is there. So what I'm going to do, because before I even see how this person is feeling and what their intention is, I want to really see how you guys are viewing this person or viewing this connection. There's a reason why I feel like I'm needing to give out those details. Mirror. Hand of cards. So you're both not showing your true cards. Yes, this is also introspecting maybe how you in the past haven't shown your true cards. So this collective, you haven't spoken in depth what your feelings are. You could have felt like an option by this person, or even this person could have felt like an option by you. I heard that specifically, both. But this also says taking a risk. So again, I'm confirming that with what I said before. I feel like maybe you are, you know, picking up on what they're wanting to do. But I am seeing that as both of you are being strategic with your hand of cards and you're not showing, you know, there's certain things that you need to... I want to confirm this actually. So I feel like literally what I just said. Yeah. You're not in giving... It could be that you're transitioning into it. This could be the transition. But I'm really seeing that confirming as what I said before. Sign, literally. Self-indulgence. But this is unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Axe. Through the separation. And the axe, but this is stopping the pattern as well. But you guys could have certain abandonment issues. You guys could be literally in no contact right now, because this does say silent treatment. You know, so really focusing on your self-indulgence, on your healing time through the separation. Yes, the axe is through a very painful separation. Whenever I see that axe, I see my 5 of coins. You know, it's not only a separation that is emotionally painful, but it's also something that, you know, in your external maybe caused certain chaos and havoc as well. Grim Reaper. And also I see that as kind of like that, what's it called? Self-sacrificing nature. Maybe you both need to work on. Grim Reaper. Soulmates. But even through this breakup, even through this is over, you both feel clearly this is a soul connection. You guys could feel like you guys are mirrored. But clearly from, you know, universal perspective, clearly this was part of your soul contract. This needed to be over so that you both could grow and transform your life. This was part of the agreement, part of that, you know, contract that maybe you guys are closing in. Yes, it left you very deeply sad, hurt. I feel like both of you are mourning and grieving over this loss, but yeah. All right, let us see. I want to quickly see how you guys are viewing this separation, or what you like, how you guys are viewing this whole situation with this person. How are you viewing them, their actions? Let's see. Currently viewing this person on their mind. Wow. Whoa. So this isn't the best. You have 3 major arcana, by the way, but they're all in reverse. So you could actually think, and this is what is kind of a little bit alarming for me, just because, you know, I feel like maybe if you're watching this reading, clearly you're wanting to have some sort of communication or start rebuilding with this person, or else you wouldn't be watching a reading. Let's just be honest. There's a reason why I said certain thought patterns and negativity. So maybe, you know, part of what is being shown to you as well has to do with maybe if you have certain friends that have certain opinions who you actually, you know, really take into account and you really listen to them. I feel like there's something that maybe, and I haven't even delved into how you, like, I just looked at it and this came to my mind. So clearly this is for the right collective will understand this. If you're having a lot of, and they tend to be a little bit, you know, maybe having to do with your love life, a little bit negative, or they're kind of like that energy of, yes, you should know your worth, but you know, he's like everyone else and all, kind of like those energies could kind of box a lot of people in instead of maybe understanding and seeing beyond that box. Came to my mind for a reason. Collective, well, that would have been, you know, light bulb moment. I'm saying this because out of the outlook that I see how you're seeing the person that you're wanting back, you're seeing this person as a little bit reckless. You're seeing this person as they're holding back. Yes, you're seeing, but, and I'm going to side note, go through a deviation in a moment. You're maybe seeing this person as a little bit impulsive. Yes, I do feel like maybe even this connection, you feel like it was a little bit impulsive. You guys could have gone from 0 to 100 very rapidly, you know, kind of like really, you know, lived in each other's pockets, as Brie would say. You really just, you were maybe at their house or your house, or you guys would always be together. But clearly that's also something that maybe this collective you're maybe feeling a little foolish with. I do feel like with this Fool, this is, you know, maybe kind of like introspection. It's the mirroring a little bit. But you're seeing this person also as a little bit, maybe a little bit insecure, or maybe that they have a little bit of dependence, or they're a little bit negligent, or maybe really they made you feel you like you were neglected. But then we have the Magician in reverse. And yes, this is about establishing a clear vision, thoughts becoming things. I do like that in the sense of, you know, maybe this is something that, you know, you need to remove. And this is something that, you know, maybe you need to reflect on as well. You did have that mirror. And I did say, I feel like this collective, you guys are reflecting, and even this person is reflecting as well. And even your own dependence to the outcome of this situation. When is this coming in, or when are you having this, you know, communication? I'm feeling there's a little bit of patience needed here, but I do feel this collective, you really are trying to maybe keep your mind in a positive way. But as I said before, the universe is showing you different energies that maybe keep you in a stuck thought pattern, negative stuck thought pattern, that maybe that's what's, you know, actually what you need to focus on removing, so that this can change as well. I do believe this collective, you guys have maybe, you know, and we'll confirm, but if you're wanting someone so bad, and it's maybe the question is, do you soul connection or not, there comes a point in a moment where when you had so much trauma in your life and having to do with love, you become a little dependent on that. You know, it's literally a trauma bond. Until you really focus on your healing, on your shadow, on, you know, removing those layers of self-protection that you put on yourself to be able to feel safe around certain environments and not feel vulnerable and stuff, you know. I feel this collective, you think it's because of this person that maybe they're not coming in, but I feel like the universe is really showing you it's the external that you need to work on first for this to come in. Because if this external, if you are someone who needs to talk about their relationship with friends, and you have friends who are, you know, people who say, oh no, just leave him, or, you know, there's better fish in the sea, or, you know, a tiger can't change its spots, or, you know what, he's done it also, he or she has done it so many times that they're going to do it again. That kind of friendship will not help you with your relationship. It'll just build confusion in your mind, and it'll just create even more uncertainty, because you're going to be following their opinions and also what this person is doing and also what you think about it. So it's like you're just going to create confusion everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm not saying don't tell your friends. I'm saying maybe it's not the moment to maybe speak about this, or maybe it's a moment for you to really go through it internally and see how it goes. And we'll see what's going to go on. But there's a reason why I'm saying it for this collective. There's a reason why I'm saying it for this collective. I do feel this collective, you feel like that you have a magical connection, that you guys can create a lot of things. Literally, the Magician, I see it as kind of like my Queen of Wands. Whatever he speaks or thinks, he creates. I feel like this collective, you're trying to create through a positive side, but you have a lot of external interference that you're not seeing clearly that you need to remove, that is keeping you clouded. That hammer, that 50-50. Fool. Challenges. So upheavals, karmic lessons, confirmation. So this is good though, because I feel like this collective, again, it's what I said before. I do feel this collective, you're in introspection. You're not only seeing this person as this, but you're seeing also how this, these actions or this energy within you, this Fool in reverse within you, part of your mask, has created certain upheavals in your connection, or even, certain challenges, but it was part of your karmic lessons. It was part of the big push and the turning point to start really focusing on your self-indulgence and your self-appreciation. But that certain external forces really created this, stagnation and this holding back as well. And there's a reason why I said that clearly friends maybe is something, because I kept repeating it. Maybe it's something that in both of your, you and this person need to work through, certain friendships that are just holding you back energetically because they're not letting go of that frequency, and just understanding that if you guys are supposed to be friends for eternity or all of your lives, if that's the case, it will come around when, it's in a stable energy that will not throw you off balance as well. Empress. I'm seeing that how this connection maybe puts you, literally, how this connection puts you in an Empress in reverse energy. Which means this collective, you could have really, thrived in your masculine energy at one point. So under this, paying attention to your body, your blocked creativity, certain independence or negligence, insecurities, the undecisiveness, and literally what I said before, the self-doubt that is created, unwilling to learn certain karmic lessons having to do with this. Also, this collective, maybe this paying attention to your body, maybe that's also being nudged by the universe to you guys. Really pay attention how, and I said it before, if it's overwhelming you, then you need to remove it. If it's keeping you in a peaceful state, then it means that it's something that is going to keep you in balance. And also negative self-talk. So again, which is what this person had, the self-limiting beliefs, literally what I said before. I feel like you're both literally mirroring it. I'm not going to show that. Magician. But you see this person also as maybe a little bit dependent. Maybe they're unwilling to learn certain karmic lessons, or maybe they have certain negative self-talk, but there's certain doubt that they're going through with their Empress energy that, keeps them with that veil on. Magician. And literally I see that Empress, there's certain parts of your own veil that maybe, again, that mirror. Very mirrored connection, I feel. And we'll see what's going on. And actually I'm going to see universally how they're seeing with tarot, how the universe is seeing this person right now. Magician. Wow. But there it is, trying to keep a positive mindset, even though this is here. And yes, this is, you have out of 6 cards, 5 major arcana, by the way. I just noticed. Yeah, the Fool, the Empress, Magician, Wheel of Fortune and Judgment, and 10 of Cups. Very magical collective, by the way. But what I was saying, literally, this is what you're trying to keep a positive mind. This will come into fruition when it's supposed to. This blissful reunion will happen when it's supposed to happen. Maybe see and change the outlook of maybe the lessons that you're being presented. Don't think so much, and we'll see them, but don't think so much it's because of them that this isn't happening. What in my environment have I not removed? Have I not changed for this to be able to come in a harmonious way? Remember, you guys feed into your threads. 10 of Cups. That's nice energy, but it needs to come in perfect balance. Literally, you guys need to focus on your temperance, on your patience. All right. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle these. Hold on. I want to see the universe's outlook on this person, and then I'll see, how they're viewing you and how they're feeling towards you and what their intention is. Universe's outlook on this person connected to this collective. Show me. All right, but we have 4 of coins under, so there's certain attachments that they need to work through as well. Universe's perspective on this person, the view on this person. Wow, so clearly soul connection. But again, confirming what I said before, I feel like the universe is providing soul connections, both of you, to keep you guys in active listening and collaboration, working with each other's energy as well, you know, co-managing. Whoa, so they're... You guys need to change the focus of if I really hope that that part wasn't the negative outlook that I was speaking of, which if I spoke about it, maybe there's still a little bit subconsciously, a little bit of those seeds of that, of how you're viewing this person. I do feel it's a reflection, because I did say it. I feel like very married, and this collective, you know that there's certain things that you need to work on. But I need to say this for this collective. You have the 3 of Coins, Judgment, and Chariot upright. So you guys, your perspective on them, Chariot and Judgment in reverse, and they got Chariot. I feel like, and I'm hearing it, I feel like this person is collaborating with the universe, and more with this heeding the call, a new spiritual story, going through an awakening. They're going through a rebirth, you know, through action, decisions, a renewal, and Chariot behind them. Strength of will, forward movement, determination. This isn't even, you know, having to do with you guys, but the first thing that I saw was literally maybe to you guys. So, and in perfect balance. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this person is determined. They're taking back control of their life. And more with this Judgment, very, you know, and that Temperance. It's like, so this could have been, and I'm hearing it, it could have been something you've had a lot of patience with. You know, this person could have, you know, really not taking their time to heal, but, you know, everyone does have their own time. And I feel like this person, you know, took a long time for this person to really focus on healing. 3 of Coins. Wow. Oh, wow. So they're going over memories having to do when they walked away right now. There's a reason why you're feeling them like they're wanting to contact you. They're going 6 of Cups in reverse, remembering the past, but revisiting the past. This is also saying someone returns from the past, but nostalgic. So this person could be really nostalgic, and they really could think that this is a soul connection. But this is universal as well. So still confirming it, you know, I feel like part of your contract is being activated right now with certain decisions of maybe this person, how they walked away because they were emotionally unfulfilled. You know, it was time for them to move on. And 8 of Cups is, you know, it's a heavy energy to, you know, embrace. Actually, you don't really want to walk away from that cup, but you know that it's not serving you. And side note, there's a reason why I said this collective as well, you're being presented with that, and this person as well, which means that's why this is being activated for them. They're being shown the people that they maybe chose over you guys, and you know how unstable they feel with those people when they were feeling stable with you guys. Devil. They literally what I was saying, this is about negative karmic connections. So again, both of you. But energetic implants, that's what I mean when I say, you know, the people who you hang around with is who you are. That energy sticks to you. And those energies want to stick to you because you are full of light. This is something that they're going through certain unhealthy patterns right now. Judgment. Let's see what's confirming Judgment. This collective. You guys saw it. So they're going through an awakening to start establishing that clear vision, start really focusing on certain thoughts becoming things. So really removing certain negative, and again, the patterns. Going through 5 of Cups in reverse. This is beautiful. Forgiveness, accepting change, ready to move on, healing and letting go. They're going through an inception point. Chariot. Whoa. But they're lacking a little bit of strength right now. They're lacking a little bit of strength. They feel a little bit inadequate. Self-doubt. That's what you're feeling. That's what you're feeling. And remember, you guys feed each other's threads. So again, there's a reason why I said, please don't focus on the negative. It's the understanding that it was part of their mask and not taking it personally. It doesn't mean that if this person comes, you know, knocking on your door with a bunch of roses, you're like, oh yes, all forgiven. No. It's, you know, maybe being vulnerable and you both showing your hands of cards and showing each other through unconditional love, you know, how you guys really feel. Really being open about your emotions, not closed off. And being confident that it's part of you. And if this other person doesn't understand it, then it's something that they're not able to understand. And they're not ready to understand yet because they're still part of their mask that they don't even understand yet, you know. But that doesn't mean that you are less worthy by expressing that or not, and them understanding it or not. You speaking through your truth, that should always be that should be something set in your mind, like it's always that is always a right decision to make. You speaking from your truth. If this person popped up and, you know, they wanted to rekindle everything after everything that happened, if a lot of hurt was done and stuff, and we did get that, you know, got the heartbreak. It's not accepting them, you know, just because they came back. It's maybe speaking about some certain things, you know, clearing the air as well. Letting them know about your needs and wants and what actions keeps you feeling safe. You know, if you're someone who you feel, and if something that you need to say, if you're someone who you feel when you start talking to someone, you need that consistency, or you need at least that person to say, you know what, I'm busy, I can't really right now, but I'll talk to you at done. And whatever, if you're a person that whatever they say, you need to see the action after, that's something you need to say. That's something that you need to express, because not everyone is like that. It's something that your soul needs, and that's something that's perfectly fine to ask if they want to be in your life, for example. But this strength, I do feel it does have to do with maybe this person and their own self-worth that they're needing to work through. You guys did get that, like they need to work through their own divine feminine energy, their own judgment, certain karmic lessons having to do with their worth, which means that this collective as well, you've been going through introspection with that, reflecting on that with your own worth. You guys are feeding into your threads. So whatever you feel or whatever you focus on, this person is going to focus on, and that energy that you focus on, they're going to be focused on that as well. This person already is lacking strength in movement because they feel inadequate or they have self-doubt. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw this before putting this, and it came to my mind. Maybe it is because of certain actions that they had with this Knight of Swords in reverse. This is about missed opportunities, maybe rude, how insecure they were, how hurtful maybe they were, or maybe they were very sarcastic with you, but how impulsive they were and how out of control they were. But this person is really reflecting and understands that all of that behavior, it's like it's sinking in for them, I feel. And it's, you know, yes, acknowledgement of their behavior, but at the same time, it's like, how can I go back? How can I rebuild my strength through all of that deceit? How can I not doubt myself when all of my actions that I have taken, all of that hammer energy that I have sabotaged and rebuilt, I still feel like I have doubt. I still feel like the choices I made weren't the right ones. It's hard. It's heavy. I want to quickly, because this is what they're going through. I want to see what emotion they're feeling right now. What emotion they're feeling right now. Actually, let's see their current emotion. They're like the one they're sitting on right now. Worry, literally the first one, worry and discipline. So they're trying to be disciplined through the worry, trying not to focus so much on it. Again, their own establishing their clear vision through their awakening. So they know that this is something negative. It's something subconscious. There's something that they need to work through. So they're trying to establish that, you know, clear vision with this through discipline. I want one more for their current emotion that they're sitting on. Happiness. So they are trying to focus on their happiness and, you know, try through discipline to really focus on that stability, that paradise energy. But they are feeling a little bit of guilt, and I feel like it has to do with that Knight of Swords in reverse, and that's what's keeping them in strength in reverse. They're lacking confidence because of the behavior that they've had, which means, again, they're reflecting. They're reflecting. This is good. Alrighty. So let's get into them now. All right. I want to see their how they're, you know what, actually before I get these, I want to get these. I want to see what they're going through, how they're viewing the connection. I want to see how they're viewing, you know, the connection between you guys, what they need to work on or what they're reflecting on within this connection. Those three. There, again, confirmation, another one having to do with guilt. And the time. And the time. So again, confirmation, what I said, that this person has taken their time to heal. Or it's been a long time for this person to really heal or start healing. Chaser. Which this collective, again, their Empress in reverse. Yes, you're right, but you need to stop focusing on it. And also, what are you still chasing? What are you feeling like you have certain insecurities that you feel like that are literally feeding into that this will never come into fruition energy? You know what I mean? But they are feeling guilty. They feel pain for the damage that they caused. Literally what I said before with that Knight of Swords. They're going over the time and they fear that, you know, it's too late for them to take action. And that's also what puts them into that negative, in that self, that, you know, strength and reverse energy. They have low self-esteem, negative. They lack confidence, and that chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. It's like maybe for a very long time this person was, and that happens with people who live in the mask. You know, when you are living in the mask, you're constantly chasing after things, after material things, and they did get that Four of Pentacles. I feel like this person maybe, you know, really, again, that activation. If that was universal, so clearly they are activated. They're going through judgment right now. But I feel like this person also maybe is reflecting on how, you know, when you guys were together, a lot of things kind of like flowed with within, not each other, you guys, but in their life, you know, a lot of maybe, you know, really good things started to happen, and then, you know, out of nowhere when you guys separated, everything went to shit. I feel like that's what they're going over right now as well. Guilty. Actually, you know what? I want two more. I want to confirm this the right way. Habits, addictions. And this one, I don't really like it because it says, I don't know if we will ever change. So there's doubt that this can actually change not only the connection, but certain habits that you both have. So if this collective, one of your habits is, or one of your patterns is always when you are thinking of this person or when you're trying to keep being in strength with this person, you tend to go to the negative instead of understanding and releasing it. I feel like that's something that is feeding into their own thread right now, and it's not helping with their own habits, whatever they need to work through with habits. And I'm not saying that this responsibility is yours, no, but if you're watching the reading, if you're watching love readings and you're wanting to know what's going on in your connection, clearly you're interested enough to know and want, you know, for this to come into fruition in a healthy way. You know what I mean? So part of being in that healthy way is literally letting go of that resentment at what was done to you, not in the sense of holding on to the resentment, but it's in the sense of understanding was part of their mask and not taking their mask personally, but yes, putting up the boundaries and, you know, speaking about certain behaviors that you will not tolerate or that you know now do not serve you, and, you know, And whatever is not worthy of you, you will not put up. You know what I mean? Certain secrets, maybe. I haven't told you everything. Maybe there's certain things that they held back, and maybe that's what they're reflecting on as well. Reflection, being away from you, has allowed me to gain clarity, which is good. I feel there's a couple of things going on, and I feel like that secrets, maybe a couple of odious opinions in the background that maybe you are unaware of, or maybe you are, but I heard it for both of you guys. Guilty. Oh my God, how literally, because of their ego, they missed opportunities. Literally, that's what they're guilty. Because of their mask, because of their ego, because of their pride, they missed opportunities where you guys would have been not, I think everything is timed though, but clearly whatever olive branch that maybe this collective, maybe you provided, or even, you know, certain conversations that you wanted to have with this person never complied and never really, you know, kind of like was in that 6 of coins energy, giving and receiving the same kind of energy. This person is going over their ego clearly. You know, they know that their mask was what made them miss these opportunities, and now they're going through the emotion of what it feels like. And another one having to do with time, because this little one literally says, I didn't act when I should have. So they not only have time, but they're also, you know, going over their decisions, why they didn't act before. And I had that in one of the first parts of the reading. Watch the whole thing. Time. The absence. So again, time, big. It's a big gray area. I feel like a part of me is missing without you, even through this time. But at the same time, it's like how further ahead of the time goes by, it's like their confidence diminishes even more, I feel. Chaser, they could really be feeling your absence right now. Wow. So this is good. This is good. So they know that this is part of what they need to heal. Again, activated. You made me realize my flaws. Not my flaw, but their shadow. What they were chasing. What they needed to let come in the right way. Whatever was destiny, the confirmation. Habits, this is good. I like this. That's good. Means that they know about their own codependence. They know about their own dependence, their obsessive thought pattern. They know about the addictions maybe that they have, the habits. They know about certain things that they need to remove that are part of their shadow. That's good. Habits. What was that? Broken. Didn't want to come out though. Beautiful. So under habits, it's understanding, yes, they can change. This is good, and this is very, very good. I see your side of the story. Habits and understanding, I'm seeing that as patterns, actions that they took. They're again, the reflection is there. The reflection is there. This is very good. I like that. That's a really good row. Secrets. That's one of my favorite cards. Daydreaming. So that's part of the secret. The fact that they couldn't stop thinking about you. I'm always longing for you. And you did get that longing energy. But something is about to be revealed. I want to tell you the truth. Okay. Let's see. We'll see if it comes like that wasn't as clean, but at the same time it was, I feel. It wasn't as heavy. I'm not disliking it, to be honest. You know, I'm not I don't want to give this person a label or anything yet. I just want to see if, you know, all of the decks kind of like have the same energy, and then we'll see what's going on in your connection. We could have contact, but we'll see. See how this person genuinely feels towards you, emotionally feels towards you. Oh, wow. So they are going through the heartbreak. Let's get 2 more. Okay, so they are. All right, so we have untrustworthy, divine masculine. So there could have been some issues having to do with, and you guys did get the reveal card, so clearly a lot of truths weren't spoken, and you guys as well, side note. But so we have untrustworthy, I've made mistakes and lied in the past, accountability. I like that. Will you ever trust me again? And maybe that's also something that affects their self-confidence. You know, again, we have divine masculine as well. And this is aware and awakened to the divine calling. I do believe that. More without judgment. We like the vision that we had was for universal. So I do believe that this person energetically is tapping into their divine masculine. I feel like that chariot is something that the universe is really providing them, so that they can have that chariot behind them, really pushing them through determination and action. But I do believe this person, you know, because of that strength in reverse, do I see them as ready to take action and protect and provide? No, not yet. I do see them as I said before, they're working through their divine masculine. They're still a little bit, you know, strength in reverse with their movement. But I do believe they're getting there. We do have heartbreak. The wrong choice was made and now they sit in the pain of losing you. And I do believe that this person really is going over their decisions. How picture perfect you guys were. You are beautiful inside and out. I stare at your pictures all day long. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is really looking at your photos, even, you know, certain hidden photos that they have, or certain, you know, memories that they have. I don't know if maybe they could be spying, but maybe looking at your photos on Instagram and stuff. But I was seeing it more as certain saved photos. And then emotional, going through an array of emotions, unstable right now. So I feel like that's also something, which is good, because it's what I said before. I feel like this person really is going over certain impulsive decisions that they made in the past, and they're really trying to act and, you know, decide. What the? I have so many birds here. They're so beautiful. Hi. They're trying to act and decide through their divine masculine and not their wounded masculine, and really be assertive with their decisions. But at the same time, because they've chosen so bad in the past, it's like they don't know if the choices they are wanting to make, they don't know if their decision is right or wrong, but it's something they need to work through their own self-confidence. And apart from, you know, they're very emotional, so that doesn't really help. It's like emotionally ignited right now. And I feel like they don't want to make the choice with that emotional ignition, but it's literally what I said before. I really feel this person wants to make that conscious decision in the right way, which is good, which is very good. Untrustworthy. Style. So this is about, you know, how you carry yourself. Whenever I see this, I kind of like see that Queen of Wands. She's very confident, and that's something that maybe, I don't want to say this person could have been jealous, but maybe if they were, you know, certain addictive thought patterns having to do with obsession and you guys, they could have had a little bit of jealousy issues. I want one more for that. This says, I love the way you dress, smell, and carry yourself. It is so attractive. Chasing. So, regretting their past actions and realizing letting you go was a huge mistake. I feel like more it's maybe for a very long time. And again, that hand of cards, I said it, maybe for a very long time, this collective, you felt like very used, or like maybe this person only wanted you because of your looks. That came very specifically, don't make that fit. That would have been something that you would have thought at one point. Even, you know, if you were someone that maybe you started really buying a lot of clothes and outfits to really impress this person, it's coming to mind more with this chasing energy. I feel like maybe this person really feels that, you know, that this collective, you don't think that their emotions are truly real towards you. You know what I mean? Like this person thinks that maybe you guys think that their emotions aren't authentic towards you. That came to my mind specifically for that. But divine masculine, they're going through a lot of regret. Wow, speak up. So wanting to put action. Speaking truth, I like this. I'm not letting you go, and you will hear from me very soon. Don't give up on me. Heartbreak. So surprise, divine feminine, and planning. So you're a goddess who healed me and transformed me to my higher self through the divine. And that's something that this collective, you thought that they didn't even activate through, you know, with that Empress in reverse. Empress is divine feminine energy. Maybe they're starting to really feel empathy towards you guys and really feel empathy towards themselves. And that's why they're wanting to start planning. But surprise, we have life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned just for you. And then planning. So I've been preparing a love offer for you. You will be shocked and surprised. You have 2 planning cards here having to do with the heartbreak. So I feel like maybe even this person, there's certain truths having to do with their own pain in this relationship that they're wanting to speak about. In a very divine feminine energy, very, you know, nurturing way, in a very open to listen way. That literally that 3 of coins. Maybe they feel like they're not being heard by people around them. Picture perfect. Thoughts. You are consuming their mind. There isn't a day that goes by I don't think about you. You're the one for me. They're like obsessed. There's a reason why I said that. Emotional. Solitude. So they are alone. The silence, and it's the absence. So the silence between us has given me the insight needed to set my soul free through the emotions. So really understanding their emotions, that's really good. I want one more. So they could really be taking the next steps into the relationship. Let's move in together and get married. I'm not gonna lie, this is all very like, I'm getting kind of like a clean sweepish energy. We'll see. But that, you know, wow. Let's quickly get their emotion towards you. Quickly get their genuine emotion towards you. Currently genuine emotion towards them. Wow, you got the Judgment again. So they really are going through their purple curtain right now. This is understanding you had 3 understanding cards. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Change, that divine feminine and divine masculine. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And forget, this is beautiful. But look at all of this orange, all of that sacral energy. Like that, they could be really purging through that right now. But I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. What I've been saying for this collective. Trying to keep a lighter side of things. Last one. I'm just, so sorry. Such a pig. I'm so sorry. Discipline. I can accomplish what I sent my mind to. And I put that over the change. So I really do feel this person. And empathy. Confirmation to what I said. Beautiful. I am not going to lie. I am liking this energy. Hold on. My candle's about to blow off. All right. Let's get their intentions. Let's get their intentions. True one. All right, let's get their true, genuine intentions. I'm going to shuffle these a little bit. I want to really see if we get a clean sweep with their intentions. And then we'll see. We'll get dice and see what's coming next for this connection. All right. This person's genuine intentions towards this collective. We got mirror again. Insecurities. So we have 6, 7, 73. Hold on, let's get one more. But past life. All right, so we have mirroring energy, mirroring nature. If you feel, and it's funny because literally that's what's going on with both of you guys. If you feel under duress or feeling solemn, I feel it too. When you are thinking of me, I think of you too. Our connection is deep and profound and sometimes difficult to understand. This person, no, I feel like, and more with this awakening that they're going through, I feel like it's kind of like that energy of, oh, you were right. So there's something that maybe this collective you spoke about, maybe having to do with this journey. But insecurities, if you really knew who I was, see, it's literally that strength in reverse. Who I really was, you may not love me anymore. I'm afraid you'll reject me if I show you who I really am in past life when I am with you. And literally that 3 of Pentacles is what I was seeing. When I am with you, I feel as if time stops and it's just you and me against the world, and you feel like home to me. You understand me and I understand you. I'm not liking this, actually. One more. Small offer, another confirmation of a small offering. And 13, surrendering to divine. So it could be very divinely guided. I know you want more from me, and they're very emotional right now. I feel this person really wants to provide something, but they don't want to do it impulsively. They know that they're very overwhelmed emotionally, but they don't want to miss the opportunity either. So they're trying really, you know, and again, they're working through their decisions, really being assertive with their decisions and their divine masculine strength. So I know you want more from me, but this is what I can give you at the moment. I'm unsure of what I can give you and when I can give it to you, but I do want to offer you something more valuable than before. Let's confirm mirroring nature. 13th of the 6th could be significant. 7th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 7th, 7th of the 1st, 1st of the 7th, 13th of the 7th, and yeah, that's it. So Scorpio energy, you guys could be a Scorpio, this person could be a Scorpio, but mirroring energy, certain things, that aspects of this energy that is being mirrored to you right now. I'm sorry for accusing you of things you didn't even do, and maybe the style, you know, the untrustworthy, maybe, you know, they spoke certain lies, they had an opinion maybe on how you dressed before, but actually it's something that really, you know, this person really loves how your style and stuff. Maybe in the past part of your style, they thought that it was for you to really, you know, get attention or something like that. That came to my mind specifically. Don't make it fit. I'm sorry for accusing you of things you didn't do. I'm so used to people hurting me. I assumed you were just trying to hurt me too. I should have treated you better. 89. You could have been born in 89. They could have been born in 89. But this is what certain mirroring aspects are being mirrored to both of you. So both of you right now, and again, this collective, what I said, remember how you're viewing this person. I know that I said self-reflection, but I do genuinely feel like this collective, you do feel a little bit of that negativity for this person. Or whenever you're emotionally ignited, instead of going you tend to go to that negative outlook instead of just releasing it. I feel like that's something that both of you need to work on. But you got twin flames on the bottom. So I recognize our connection was intense, number 24, and still burns my soul. It's a connection that can never be broken, but it is one that must be balanced in order to move forward together. And that I like. I have the biggest pigeon on my patio or whatever this is. Insecurities, critical junctions. So number 55, but transformation 55. I know I have control of my life. So again, they're really going through, you know, a growth with their own divine masculine energy. Really, you know, start to release the insecurities. No one is holding me captive, and no one is controlling my circumstances. I recognize the power of my free will, and I now choose to be happy. And they had that happiness. I really do feel this person, like, they are fixated on you. You had that happiness with their emotions. Past life, sentiments, reminiscing, mourning. The memories of us bring me joy but agony at the same time. I think about them continuously, and you're never far from my thoughts. Small offering. I'm not disliking this, but they could be attached. Number 2, I am connected to my karmic partner due to responsibilities. I want to fit. Maybe that's part of the lies as well. And maybe that's why, because I was hearing a little bit of comparison. Maybe that's something that they're comparing, how when they were with you. And I did say that earlier. There's something where the universe is showing them where they need to be, where they need to remove themselves from what energies. And at the same time, they're being shown through memories. They had that 6 of Pentacles and River, that, you know, what actually was a 3 of Pentacles energy, that soul energy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't feel this person was attached. It could be that maybe they're attached, or maybe they're like in a situationship or something like that, but I felt more that attached was the 4 of Pentacles, you know, the attachments that they have that maybe doesn't really permit them to come forward. We have cosmic love on the bottom. Even though we are not together, we are connected through and through. And when I sleep, I dream of you. When I'm awake, I think of you. I am able to feel you as if you are physically here. We'll see. Last one. Rebuilding. And there's a reason why I said that with that black deck. So 37, I feel there needs to be a compromise in order to move forward. We both have blamed each other and accused each other of things. I want to heal all this with you, and I know I can rebuild, and we can rebuild together through both of your glow ups. This is very nice. This is very nice. And as I said before, I don't feel like this person could be, I'm seeing it more as that Four of Pentacles, the attachments that they need to release, certain thought patterns and such. All right, I want to first see, I want to get these, what was it, these, the archetype ones. These are the zodiac archetypes. I want to see what archetypes the universe wants you guys to focus on. You know, what strengths are being shown right now for you to focus on. Both of you. And I'm going to get theirs as well. I know that maybe they're not watching this reading, but for some reason I feel like maybe it's going to help this collective as well, more with that mirrored connection that came out a couple of times. Okay, so universally, what archetype should this collective embody? Focus on embodying. They're asking you to be a little bit more adventurous. We got you the Explorer, Sagittarius, and Libra energy. So, have fire and air here. So you have the Explorer, the Optimist, and the Diplomat. So the Explorer is adventurous, bold, quest, taking risks. The Optimist, hope. There's a reason why it's coming out for this collective. Enthusiasm and sees opportunity. Don't see the obstacles, see the opportunity. And the Diplomat, balanced, mediator, and seeks a compromise. Beautiful. Let's see what this person needs to embody. Or actually, let's see what, let's see what energy they are embodying right now with these. The archetypes they're embodying right now with these. You guys could be a fire-air pairing. You did get Scorpio as well. These could be part of your big three. Whoa, what is this? The Pioneer. So daring, independent leader. They're one. That's good. That's good. Maybe they're and they did get that with that Divine Masculine. They are starting to really focus on their leading energy. Trailblazer, independent, and their courage. The provide, secure. Wow. So they really are focused on, there's a reason why they're really focused on you guys. A lot of earth energy here. So Aries, Taurus. So secure, dependable, protective, and stable. And the Sage, experienced, patient. So they're focusing on patience, even though time is on their mind. I feel like this person is really trying to focus on being patient with themselves as well, but maturity and pragmatic. I feel this person is really, you know, they're really being kind of guided to that Divine Masculine energy. This is really good. And this is the energy that they're embodying right now. Pioneer, Provider, and Sage. Love it. And Phoenix. I have the Phoenix. This could be both of you. Reborn, transforms, rises from the ashes. This is nice. This is very nice. There's a reason, you know, why I say everything. There could be movement. We'll see. I'm not disliking this reading at all. I'm not feeling like, I feel like it's more maybe this collective because, you know, so many times you were burned by the same fire of waiting for that expectation of this person coming back. But still, there's certain things having to do with negative thought patterns that this collective needs to work on still. But, all right. So, let us get, we're going to get dice. I'm going to get a big dice. Whatever comes out, I'm going to get weeks. I'm hearing weeks. If anything less than 6 comes out, I'm hearing days, but we'll see. Oh my God, literally 6. So week ahead in this connection. What is coming week ahead in this connection universally? Actually, I kind of want to see with these first. I want to see if maybe communicator confession comes out. Just 3. So we'll just get 3 and whatever these 3 are, and then we'll get Earth sign is important, but grounding as well. But Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you guys could be an Earth sign. Date night and narcissist. Let's confirm this narcissist. I want to confirm this narcissist because I wasn't really feeling that energy with this person. It could be someone else, but confirm this narcissist. Cycles. So someone you've had a lot of... I'm seeing mask being removed. You can be going on a vacation soon, but something's ending, something is about to begin. There could be, and you guys did get attached, there could be something having to do with a cycle with a certain person, karmic energy that maybe they need to go through. I want one more for that because this is something ending, something about to begin. Challenges. They've had a lot of obstacles, but also focusing on inner healing. I do feel it could be something having to do with their mask. And you guys give it time, everything in divine timing. But you guys did get that, what I said, that you, the projection. The projection. Remember your projection. You're feeding onto your threads. All right. What is coming for this connection in the next week? Next week. Literally 1 to 2 weeks. A shift in consciousness. I love that. Gaining strength. Final steps. Increase. Making progress. Whoa. So we do have 5 of Cups upright. We have Hangman upright, which I like. It's a new perspective. 3 of Wands in reverse. I want one more before I really... And 3 of Cups. So there is interference in the background. And I really was feeling that with friends. All right. Next week ahead. Next 1 to 2 weeks ahead, maybe even. I do feel like this connection, both of you are going to be gaining strength with certain shifting consciousness. There's a reason why I've been saying for this collective, you know, the projection that you guys are maybe sending out to the universe. You're really in, if you're really both in kind of like that Magician in reverse, planning and establishing a clear vision, you know, but do it in a positive way. Don't focus on what has been done here. Don't focus on this 5 of Cups. Even though I do feel like this ignition of emotion of 5 of Cups is really being shown to you universally for you to have this new perspective, to really see outside of the box of this emotion. And there's a reason why I said for this collective, I feel like maybe you are absorbing this person a little bit. So, you know, really try to focus on yourself and really that Empress in reverse, paying attention to your own body when you are feeling these emotions, and see it outside of the box. Maybe, you know, if you are someone who is a tarot reader or you work with energy, see if maybe you need to transmute that energy. And if it keeps on coming up in your thought pattern or even in your emotions, maybe see where it could be coming from, in the sense of just reflect on it. You know what I mean? But I do feel like this collective and this person, you know, there is in this connection a new perspective about to arrive, an awakening. You guys did get that with them, with their own, you know, judgment energy. I do feel like there will be release here. I'm staring at that resisting change, and there's a reason why I'm staring at that, and more with what I said with this collective. Let go of what doesn't serve you, even mentally. 66 days to create a new habit. If you need to repeat to yourself every day whenever you get that emotional ignition of something negative coming up with this person or whoever it is, and the first thing you do is think negative, I release this with love and light. I release this with love and light. That's it. Let go of it and allow for whatever the universe wants to provide to you guys, you know, to be received. We do have this 3 of Wands. I do feel like there's still some restrictions happening in this manifestation. There's certain lack of progress. This is about return. And I feel it has to do with this 3 of Cups in reverse. This, you know, someone else's influence, maybe having partying. This person is going through solitude. So I do feel it's more, you know, of, you know, this does say love triangle, but I was really seeing it as, you know, and even maybe the situationship, maybe they feel like you're a rival. So maybe they could know about you, but I was more seeing it as certain friendships where with this collective as well, if you have certain friendships where you can't really speak about this connection without getting a negative outlook from them, again, remember to remove yourself from that energy. I feel like that's part of the restriction, certain things around you, what I said before for this collective. I want one more to really clarify this, because I feel like what I said, I'm seeing my devil in reverse. But it keeps you inadequate. It keeps you in strength in reverse. These people are not helping with your energy. Keeps you in weakness, low self-esteem, vulnerable, because they make you question, you know, maybe if you do speak about this connection, it puts even more restrictions into this connection, because you keep on listening to other people's opinions instead of listening to yourself. You keep listening to other people's opinions instead of, because you're wanting to avoid conflict. Even though this is about, you know, compromise and making amends, but I feel like these energies are lost causes that you need to really finally see as the lost causes, so you can finally release them and start removing the blocks, the energetical blocks that you have, not only in this connection, but also in your life. Also in your life. All right, let's confirm. Waxing moon. You're about to come to a close of a season with success. The shift of consciousness is actually going to help you in this connection. There's something about an epiphany having to do with friends. Again, what I said before, but I feel this collective, you guys are finally, you know, going through an increase having to do with certain cycles closing. You could be seeing 10-10 a lot, but also, and travel. Again, you did get vacation with that. You could be going on a trip soon, maybe in the next 1 to 2 weeks, or maybe for 1 to 2 weeks. Could be a trip that is 5 of Cups. Wow. So this is divinely God. This is about, you know, time preparing for change, but there's certain external forces right now that are happening that, yes, are going to ignite this 5 of Cups within you guys. This loss, the mourning, the emotional baggage, the grief, and the sadness, but you need to see it as the karmic lessons that they're wanting to provide you, that is actually helping you prepare for this change, to start making long-term plans. Could be something that will lead up to some months, but through expressing gratitude of what you do have instead of focusing on what you don't have, really creating that turning point with your wheel to your harvest season. Hangman, and both of you. It's beyond your control. You just need to let it happen. Beautiful. Reassess, making adjustments, setting goals, and defining your purpose through this new perspective. So I feel like you guys could have an opportunity where you guys maybe, again, and decisions was the biggest thing for this collective and this person as well. I feel like you guys are going to be presented with a couple of opportunities where you need to make a decision, conscious decision. That's why the universe is really testing you with your decision making. Are you deciding through your ego, or are you deciding through your truth, through your intuition? But I do believe that you guys both will get a new perspective that will help you reassess and make certain adjustments, removing people that no longer removing. Let's confirm 3 of Wands. I feel like the biggest thing is, count your blessings. Beautiful. Grateful. Gratitude. Don't focus on the restrictions. That's what keeps you in self-doubt, when you focus on what you don't have. Don't focus on the lack of progress. Don't think small. Think of I'm seeing my bigger picture with that other deck. But count your blessings. Focus on your authentic self. Both of you. But supremely optimistic, yes. Luck is on your side with this, is what I feel. But... and it's so funny, because literally what is, you know, kind of like, you know what I say of that first card that kind of like illuminates the whole, you know, spread. You have the World and Wheel of Fortune on the bottom confirming. So I feel like the world, it's like literally the universe is kind of like putting you in that race to really win it. You know what I mean? 3 of Cups. You have a lot of 3s here. You could be seeing 333. Yeah. Ace of Coins in reverse. This Three of Cups that keeps you in strength in reverse. Both of you keeps you guys in strength in reverse. It's an unstable situation. These people, whoever these Three of Cups is, love person, friends, work, family, whatever it is a restriction that is keeping you. And it's funny because literally I was hearing too many irons on the fire. This is about ironing out the details, but I really was hearing my too many hands on the fire or something like that. But it's still certain, energies, emotional energies. I literally feel like these last two rows are what you need to remove in your external that, really keeps you off balance and keeps you out of your own harmony for this connection to work. It keeps you in strength in reverse. You need to pay attention to what is restricting you or what makes you feel inadequate, what makes you feel weak, what makes you feel like you have low self-esteem, or makes you start really doubting yourself. What energies are appearing that create that doubt? What people are appearing that create doubt? What situations are appearing that create that doubt? You need to see it as, you're working on your authentic self, yes, and be optimistic with the opportunities that are being presented, but you need to see it as the situation that it is. It is unstable. It only creates delays. You're having to be cautious all the time. They're putting you under review with the people that you have around you, both of you. They're wanting to restore harmony. They're wanting you to start restoring harmony for yourself and this person as well. This person for themselves. But last one. Until that happens, this will never happen. Until you do not remove. They're trying to create forward movement here, but you need to start creating that forward movement within yourself, within your environment, removing what no longer serves you, and doing so with self-love in that kind of energy. Not because, oh no, you don't serve me, bye. No. You put me off balance. You help me with my peace. Start picking and choosing with determination and action who gets to sit on your table and who doesn't get to sit on your table. And you have another travel card here. Who doesn't sit on your table? What is one-sided and what is actually, and who really is on your side, who really is giving you equal give and take, and who is really in that Six of Pentacles energy. Start putting movement with that. Remove the restrictions. Just don't focus on this Three of Wands in reverse. Focus on feeling blessed and understanding about your own challenges that help you go through your healing journey. And remove any unstable situation that is not serving you. That's my advice. Do I see movement from this person yet? No. I feel like literally what is going on in this connection, it's universe is really, ironing out the details themselves with certain things that need to be removed or need to be adjusted or reassessed for this connection, because divine connection, hello, yes, divine connection. You are meant to do something so beautiful for this world. And if you are not at your best, how can you provide your best to the world? So just trust and release the fears, release that grief. Yes, you're feeling it very heavily right now, but it's part of the test. They're trying to see how you it's kind of like that, seeing how you work under pressure, for example. But let's quickly get you some universal message with these. Message from the universe for this collective. Oh my God. Master Manifester. Yes. 10, completion as well. Trust in your visions. Trust in your manifestations. Shake, heal, and release. Let it go. Doesn't serve you. 27th of the 10th could be significant. Last one. And then we'll confirm. Claim your power. Beautiful. That lion within, that strength within. Oh, I know it's a tiger, but you know what I mean. And 25th of the 10th. Face your fear head on. You could have found a key. That's be provided a beautiful opportunity. Let's get to attain that emotion. The emotion that you're feeling now, it's for you to tame it. Don't let it overwhelm you. Keep trying. You're doing it. And every time I see this card, I see my Merkaba. So really try to tap into your Merkaba to really ignite that healing within. Your prayers are being answered. Last one. It's that lion within, that strength, it's in you. It is. Just trust. Literally, just trust. My God. I literally saw it like between my fingers. My God. Change that perception. Alrighty. You guys got this. I know you do. Alright. Let's see. What angels are following you around through this week? Let's just get one. Okay, so we have one. Angel of logic and perseverance. So responsibilities, development, precision, work, harvest. And you got another confirmation about that harvest. Order, intellect, and details. I'll help you reap the harvest of your full potential through a deliberate process of development. So we have Peridot, August, and you guys did get 1 to 2 weeks. It could be that you guys are traveling. So August, you guys could be traveling, and you are ready. Whatever is being presented to you right now, clearly the universe sees you as ready to be able to handle the obstacle and overcome it. So keep that in mind. Put that in your brain. Write it down on the mirror if you need to. Let me get you a couple of surrender cards. What this collective needs to surrender to. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. And I'm seeing that with the people that maybe you need to remove. Maybe you guys, and there's a reason why I say it, you know, the universe really ignites our negative emotion when we are surrounded with different energies, because they're showing us that those energies overwhelm us. They show us through our intuition, through the signs of our body, where we should be and where we shouldn't be. Feel this collective, maybe you feel like you're being mean if you're cutting this person off, or you're being nasty if you're like, oh, I don't want to be friends with. It's not about saying, oh, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. It's maybe, you know, taking that person, or, you know, the job, or whatever in whatever situation is expressing through vulnerability, not keeping your cards close to your chest, but showing, you know, really speaking your truth with, you know, I'm sorry, but, you know, I feel like our energies are not aligning right now. I feel very overwhelmed around you recently. You know, it's not that it's you. I feel like maybe our frequencies are not aligning. And I feel we should take a break. If that person understands it, great. If they don't, it's their issue. You are speaking your truth, and you're speaking your needs. You're speaking from what you feel that you need to do for your best interest, and not in best interest because of manipulate. No, it's because you know that it's something that hurts you. When we keep on being with people around us who constantly, you know, or are negative, or, you know, maybe don't listen to our needs, or don't really follow the needs that we say, or that we have, you know, detailed certain things that are bad for us, and they keep on doing it. It's I don't want to say that, like, if you've expressed your needs and these people, and I'm saying this for a reason, these people keep on, you know, kind of like defying those boundaries that you put in place. They're kind of showing through actions that they're not respecting you, and you, by staying there, you are showing them that you don't respect yourself enough, or you don't love yourself enough to remove yourself, knowing that that habit or that action that they have towards you is actually something that hurts you. There's a reason why I'm saying that. But speak your needs and be true to yourself, literally. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. It's your turn now. Last one. Oh, and surrender outdated beliefs about yourself and this person as well. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. And surrender to trust from the bottom. Just trust. But work on that, you know, those little details. You know, don't people please. Don't, because they're someone who you had in your life for your whole life, you know, someone you've known from childhood. Don't hold on to that relationship because they've been in your life for so long. But understand that maybe it's not the time for you guys to be aligned right now. And if you guys are supposed to be aligned at some point, it will happen when both of you are in a balanced state where both of you don't ignite each other. Alrighty. Let's confirm that. Just 3. Whoa. Well, or 4. Wow. So you have playfulness, wedding, and heart-to-heart conversation, hand of cards, and religious factors. So maybe that's one of the impediments in this connection as well. Certain religious factors that you guys have. Maybe you guys are very spiritual. Maybe they're Christian. There's always something. Religious factors, I'm seeing it more also as belief systems. So just heart-to-heart conversation. Yes, this could be something that can lead to a wedding, commitment. Focus on playfulness as well. Getting to know each other, you know, really in a deep and vulnerable level as well. You know what I mean? And maybe pray, I heard. I saw that. And maybe praying. Maybe you need to start meditating or really connecting with your guides through prayer. That came to my mind. All right. Let's get Charmies. So we have, this is Pluto. Pluto energy. I can't remember what Pluto is, but the maybe that's something that you guys need to, I'm sorry, I was like distracted. Maybe look into your chart where you have Pluto, because maybe it could resonate also with this reading and maybe shows you a little bit where you need to, where is it that you need to work on? What is it you need to work on? We do have the chili pepper. This is a fast moving charm, but also protection through this movement. Transformation, butterfly. You're both transforming. The ballerina, dancing with myself. And who cares? Yes, dance with yourself. Maybe that's something that you need to start doing. Dancing in the kitchen. And we have 2 initials, J and T. Could be significant. Maybe your initials start with T and J, or J and T, or maybe your name starts with T and J, or vice versa. All right. Important dates, birthdays, angel numbers you might be seeing or need to look up. So we have 5, 6, 7. You have 4, 5, 6, 7, so consecutive numbers, but 24th of the 7th could be significant. You did get that before, so I would write these dates down. 24th of the 7th, 24th of the 6th, 24th of the 5th, 24th of the 1st, and 24th of the 10th, 16th of the 10th, 16th of the 1st, 16th of the 5th, 16th of the 6th, 16th of the 7th, 16th of the 2nd, 16th of the 4th, 1st of the 10th, 10th of the 1st, and yeah, that one's good for that. All right, 14th of the 6th, 14th of the 7th, 222. You could be seeing a lot. Unexpected miracles. 92 could be a year you guys were born. 91, 97, 93, and 96. So 22nd of the 3rd, 22nd of the 7th, and today's 22nd of the 7th. 22nd of the 1st and 22nd of the 4th. 64 angel number. Angels are by your side. But the creator is by your side. The flower of life. I love that number. What was that song that just came to my mind? 74, 75. That came to my mind very specific. Maybe you heard that song. Maybe you just heard that song. I wouldn't want to know. As a sorry ever after. 74, 75. That came to my mind when I saw the 74. That could be something that you guys, a song that you guys heard, or maybe you need to hear it. But I love you all. I will see you later, and I'm going to say it right now. So I'm going to be traveling for the next couple of weeks, I think it is. And I'm not going to be able to be doing my daily readings as I do now. So I will take a couple of decks, but I won't be really working. I'm going to be really focused on, I'm going to be trying to really spend time with my child, with my son. I'm going on a trip with my son. So I'm going to really try to spend time with him and, really focus on relaxing. I feel like I need a vacation. So yeah, I will be back by August 7th or 8th. With full on readings, but yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. And if anything, if you're wanting a personal reading, you can like write to me whenever you want in any of my platforms, and we can schedule readings for after my trip as well. But yeah, I love you all, and I will see you all very, very soon. Mwah! Bye guys.